When I was a kid, my parents had an electric stapler, and one day I put my hand in it to see if it could differentiate between paper and hands. It couldn't. Oh boy. Well, it was for science. You learn the stuff hard way, kiddo. When I was little, my cousins convinced me that carrot also means sex. At that age, I also happened to think sex was illegal. Once, my mom said she wanted carrot cake for her birthday, and I screamed at her that she was a criminal and began to cry because I thought she was going to jail. Still, I occasionally giggle when someone uses carrot in a sentence and then remember that no one else in the world would have reason to find that funny. Oh, carrots. This is the x-ray of a 5-year-old girl after she ate a quarter after stealing it from her brother. I'm sure the doctor was like, "Yep, there's a quarter." But that's a forbidden piggy bank. He got the stool so he could see the screen. But that kid is really smart because he is so unlikely to fall off that stool. Safety first. But in fairness to him, he can't see the screen. Anyone who thinks children will socially distance at schools has never met children. Anyone who thinks children won't purposefully lick their hands and chase each other yelling virus has never met children. Well, there have already been cases of adults doing this, so never mind about the kids. As if adults are even following the guidelines. When I was 5 or 6, I thought I had to marry my sister for absolutely no reason. I thought this until I said out loud, "I can't believe I have to marry my sister," and my parents were like, "What?" Oh, not the twist that this kid expected. But I think he would have been really relieved to hear that. I love weed and I'm only 10. You're so young, that's against the law. Why do you do that? I'm a savage. But I seriously doubt he even knows what the hell weed means. He probably thinks it's a drink or food. But wait a minute, did he just ask himself a question? Walk around your vehicle before you leave. Take note. I think this one should be shared as much as possible. Always be aware of where the kids are. New creative ways to babysit? But this isn't a joke, so please look out for your kids. Mom to 3 sons. We have to leave early tomorrow morning. How will you help us get out of the house quickly? Oldest, we'll have our clothes laid out in advance. Middle, we'll take our showers tonight instead of in the morning. Me, 8-6. We'll only comb the important parts of her hair. But what are your parts of your hair that you thought were important? But I'm sure that the mom was glad they had the planning session. How on earth did it happen? Maybe the kid just wanted a banana? That child is magic. Also, that is one well-made cabinet. How did the drawer did not break? Hang in there, little ma'am. After mommy is done snapping few pics of you, you'll be removed from the drawer and possibly taken for medical care, maybe. I remember when I was in preschool, this kid started crying because she wanted to cough and the teacher said silence. Well, crying is not very silent either. I can't believe this, but sometimes kids can't take things very seriously. And he was wondering why the sound was very low. Maybe try cleaning them and his ears. Children running in museum knock over 50,000 pounds glass sculpture of a Disney castle. Well done, kids. You absolutely smashed it. But the kid was like, "Oops, bye." So when I was like 8, I was bored at school and decided to do an experiment. I opened my scissors and put them in an electric socket during a class. Immediately after I pulled my hands away from the scissors, there was a school-wide power outage. The principal told me I could have burned the entire school to the ground. I remember thinking, man, the hell did I almost do? Oh, you failed your mission. Better luck next time. In preschool, I pissed on the carpet because I didn't want to be rude and interrupt the story the teacher was reading. They put a chair or it so nobody steps on it, but some dumbass kid gets under the chair and freaking smells it. Yeah, but at least he didn't step on it, so I guess mission accomplished. And I wonder where the other kid is up to these days. Last year my grandma got sick and her medicine was in the fridge and there were syringes with needles already attached. My cousin, I think he has ADHD, got bored and wanted to play doctor with my 2-year-old sister. He took a syringe and my mom walked in on them before he almost injected my sister with water. I think the real idiot is whoever thought it was a great idea to keep the needle syringes in the reach of children. And thank goodness your mother walked in. When I was in kindergarten, I had the brilliant idea of trying to go to school at 1 in the morning. Yeah, 1 a.m. Of course, I got lost and couldn't find my way back home, so I had to get the attention of a passing car and ask them to call my parents to pick me up. My parents didn't even say anything about it. When we got back home, they just looked disappointed as hell. They ended up just telling me to go to bed. Oh boy, you're lucky you didn't get kidnapped. But how the hell did you just sneak by them? Boy, that was an adventure. When I was about 4, I remember having an obsession with household appliances. They were my favorite toys. I would, for some reason, just watch a fan spin for hours and can be so entertained. I had a collection of like 7 fans. I was like the grandma from Aunt Bully. I also wanted a blender for Christmas. I got a toy blender and slept with it. For my 4th birthday, I wanted a chocolate fan. It was a fan with chocolate blades. I don't even know where I came up with the idea for a chocolate fan. Of course, I didn't get it. I was so disappointed. Yeah, imagine going up for a taste and getting your whole tongue getting chopped off. Toys? Nah, only fans. I'm writing a condolence card. Gregory 5 asks what I'm doing. I'm writing a note to say how sorry I am that my friend's mom died. I say. He pauses for a very proud moment and then asks, oh, so tentatively, that's just to be kind, right? You're not the one who did it? This kid is so smart. He thought about it really hard and asked this. Oh, Gregory, his concern is so adorable. But I hope she replied by making just eye contact and slowly licking the envelope. All eggs equals chickens. When I was a little kid, 5 to 6, I thought all eggs turned into chickens, so I took some eggs from the fridge and hid them in a pile in the yard. Then I called for my parents saying that I had found these eggs, which meant we were obligated to hatch them now. Right? Oh boy, you must have found their news devastating. When I was like 7 or 8 years old, I was running in the playground and I tripped over. I got dirt in my eye, then went to go see the nurse. She gave me an ice pack and told me to wash my eyes with water. Of course, being told to wash my eyes with water meant that I used soap as well, just like washing hands. It wasn't until I had finished washing one eye until it started to burn and a teacher saw me. Needless to say, I pretended to be Nick Fury for the rest of the day with an eye patch. In your defense, you didn't wash your eyes, you flushed them with water. If she had said that, you might have asked for the instructions. But anyhow, you turned into a Marvel character. When I was like 10 years old, I thought that actors would just perform everything real. Like, when someone died, they had to die too. So, I thought to myself, if they have to die for the movie, why don't they just take suicidal people that just don't want to live anyways? I was stupid and evil. Yeah, but where can you find suicidal stunt doubles? And you might have been so scared watching Titanic. Teenager allegedly spends $20,000 of parents' money on Twitch donations without them knowing. The parents be like, say goodbye to your college fund, son. When I was like 4 or 5, my older sister did something to upset me. She probably didn't do anything though. Then she was telling our parents something and standing in the hallway in front of my door. When I came out of my room with a giant plastic sword, I walked up behind her and hit her as hard as I could on the neck. I think I was trying to decapitate her. And then I said she did it on purpose, which I said quite often at that time, and walked back to my room. I wish I was that brave now. Good thing she didn't know where they kept their real swords. So, one time when I was like 6 to 8, I learned that tissue paper was made by trees. And I thought if I watered a tissue paper, the tree would grow back. So, I placed a tissue paper in the backyard and watered it every day, but no trees grew and I broke down crying. Oh boy, how long did it take for you to realize? Your disappointment must have been immeasurable. So, back in my pre-K, I was really dumb. And so was my entire class and my teacher because my teacher told us if we ate one apple seed, it would kill us. And now there was this girl that really freaking hated me for some reason. I probably stole her chips. And we would get into shouting matches every day. Eventually, we got into shouting match that ended with her trying to shove an apple seed down my throat. Well, that's an attempted murder. So, moral of the story, never steal girls' chips. When I was a kid, I was a huge Lego fan. One day, when I was about 5 years old, I got a piece of Lego stuck in my nose somehow. We had to go to the doctor to get it removed, and when it finally came out, I started crying because I wanted my Lego back. I was a stupid kid. When I was like 8 years old, I was riding my bike and thought if I go fast enough and then drift, my bike would become a motorcycle. It was a really rocky road. My bike didn't turn into a motorcycle, but I lost like 40% of my left arm skin, got a gravel stone stuck in my lip, my glasses got shattered, it didn't harm my eyes, don't worry, and got a trip to the hospital. To be fair, he turned his bike into an ambulance. When I was a little kid, less than 5, I was being watched by my dad while my mom was at work. My dad fell asleep in his bed upstairs when I was playing with some toys at the foot of his bed. I was kinda hungry, so I went downstairs to make a bean and cheese burrito. I got out the tortillas, a cheese, and an unopened can of beans. My idiotic small child's brain decided the best course of action was to put the entire unopened can of beans in the microwave and turn it on. A few seconds after it started, I heard a big bang and I pressed the button to stop the microwave. I looked in and there were beans splattered all over the inside of the microwave and a mangled heap of metal in the middle. Luckily, I didn't blow up the microwave or burn down the house, but I still got into a lot of trouble. I'm guessing your father got into trouble as well. iPod is disabled. Try again in 24 million minutes. I mean, that's only 47 years. What's the problem? When I was about 8 or 9, I decided that cleaning my glasses with hand sanitizer and a napkin would be better than using a cloth. So that's what I do pretty much every time they were dirty. One day, I noticed some smudges on my glasses, so I grabbed my hand sanitizer and squirted 2 big drops on the insides of the lens. Then, here's where the stupidity kicks in. I thought that it would be cool to see hand sanitizer up close, so you know what I did? I put my glasses on. For a few seconds, I got what Kid May thought was a cool view of hand sanitizer, and then they both dropped right into my eyes. That was not fun. I'm surprised I didn't damage my eyes or something like that. After a few minutes of intense burning, I was fine. Still a dumb idea though. Yeah, at least you had clean eyes. When I was about 7 or 8 years old, I stood up to my music class and said I was like the best beatboxer in the world. So I got to the front of the class and started blowing raspberries into my hand. My teacher told me that it was pretty good just to make me feel like I achieved something. Oh, your teacher was an angel. Okay, so here's a drawing. Apparently, it's a duck. Something is not right. Oh, it took me too long to realize the issue here. How the hell did I not realize that this duck has 4 legs? Yeah, the kid must have thought 4 feet are more stable. But the feet are actually pretty good. Search history of a kid. Pimp Chimpin. How to delete a demon. How to get rid of a demon. Can you please shut up in French translate? Oh, it looks like he's being haunted by a French demon. I just hope the demon got deleted. But in French. If you watched this far, I believe you must have enjoyed watching this video. So if you could leave a like and subscribe to this channel, that would help this channel to a great extent. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day.